Guys, welcome to Motoroids. My name is Vipul and this is the all-new facelifted Renault Kiger. We saw the Renault Triber just a month ago and Renault has already launched a facelift for the Kiger as well, which means they are getting more aggressive in the Indian market. And look at this redesign, look at this facelift. There are quite a few changes on the exterior and the interior. No powertrain changes, and in this video we're going to do a quick walk around of the car and show you what's new. So let's get started. Now firstly, look at this front fascia. It has been completely redesigned. You have this sleek grille now with the new Renault logo, and you also get this chrome slats right here, which increases its premium character. The bumper completely redesigned. You have this big air dam right here for the air intake, and it looks really sporty. Not only that, take a look at this. You also get the 360-degree camera, so you have a camera here. The placement of the headlamps has now changed. You get this tri LED headlamp cluster. You also get LED fog lamps now, and you also have the LED DRLs. Look at the creases and lines on the hood. This has been changed to give it a more butch SUV look. Also, it looks quite sporty. Moving to the side, you have a new design for the alloys. Of course, you get disc brakes at the front and you get red brake calipers on the higher end variants. And this is the turbo variant, so you have this turbo badging as well. And if you look at the silhouette from the side, you will notice there is not a lot different here. You do get this stickering right here. Now mind you, this is not a skid plate or a cladding, it is a sticker and it is only for aesthetic purposes. You do get this skid right here, which looks really nice. Moving to the rear, it is a familiar design. Not a lot has been changed here. You get the C-shaped LED tail lamps, and you have bulb turn indicators, and you also have a bulb reversing lamp. If you look at the bumper, this has been redesigned, and you get a dual tone finish with body color right here. Of course, you get the new Renault logo and the new Kiger branding as well. You'll notice that the font here also has been changed. You get rear wash wipe, and you have this spoiler piece, split spoiler, which does give it a rather sporty look. I missed out on the roof rails. You also have the roof rails on the side. Let's take a look at the boot. No change in the boot size. It is the same boot, a very deep boot, so you have a high loading lip, so you really have to get your back in and lift your luggage up and place it here. But it is one of the most capacious boots in the segment. Also have this parcel tray. That's what the rear looks like. On the roof, you'll also get a black paint finish along with a shark fin antenna. Now let's get inside the car and see what's new there. Now, when you get inside the cabin, the layout is kind of similar, but you have a fresh color scheme right here, and you have this cool gray shade for the seats, for the upholstery, and you also have this yellow stitching, which is the cosmic yellow, which is the OS yellow, which is a new color that Renault has introduced with the Kiger. And you will see the stitching right here on the gear knob as well, and wherever there is leatherette used, you will see that. See this on the steering wheel, you get the same design. Again, the steering wheel now gets the new Renault logo. You have all your controls right here. You have a 5-inch display here. Let me turn that on for you. Fully digital display right here, and you have the fuel gauge and the engine temperature right here. You have the same 8-inch touchscreen infotainment screen. You get wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so all that is there. You have button controls for your AC, and you have button controls right here, and you have these knobs for the aircon. Now a new addition is this. If you look at this button right here, yes, you now get ventilated seats with the Renault Kiger, and this will be available on the top variants. Right here you have a central armrest, and this opens up like so, so you have enough space. You also get three driving modes: eco, normal, and sport, which can be controlled with this knob right here. We're going to be driving the car tomorrow, and we will be able to give you a lot of information on how the car drives a little later. Also, here you have a wireless charging pad, and you have a pad right here to keep the phone in case you don't want to charge it. You also have the USB port, the start stop button, and this is for the cruise control. So overall, the dashboard layout hasn't changed. The color scheme has been changed to keep it looking fresh. I also like this element right here. Looks really, really nice. You have a frameless IRVM, and this is the inside light that you get. Pretty basic sun visors. You have a mirror here for the co-passenger. Right here you have the mic for your telephony, and you also get this Renault stitching right here on when you buy the version with the leather seats. Now let's move back and see how are things there. Now at the rear as well, you have the same upholstery and the same color scheme going on for you. You have rear AC vents right here, and these are just blowers, so you don't get any kind of control or temperature control or the blow. You can only control the blower speed right here. You have this port right here for charging, so you can connect a charger here for your devices at the rear. The floorboard pretty flat, so you have ample space to move around. And if you look at the space, this is the amount of knee room, leg room you have here, and the seat is pretty comfortable. The under thigh support is also decent. It's not top notch, but it is quite decent. This is the amount of headroom I have, so uh, some passengers who are taller than me can also ride in this very comfortably. You do get a central armrest for two cup holders and a slot here for your phone. However, this misses out on the headrest for the center passenger, but you do get a 3-point seat belt. Now, in terms of features as well, like I said, it does get ventilated seats now. It also gets automatic wipers and automatic headlamps. Now, this is the turbo variant, and it puts out 100 PS of power, 160 Newton meters of torque in the manual trim, and 152 Newton meters in the automatic. And there's the energy range also, which does not come with the turbo engine, but it is a 1 liter engine. And prices for that start at 6.29 lakhs. At showroom for the turbo, prices start at 9.99 lakhs and go all the way up to 11.29 lakhs. Let us know, what do you think of this new redesign for the Kiger, the facelift of the Kiger? What are your thoughts on the design and the features that have been added? Do let us know in the comments below. We'll be driving the car soon, and our reviews will be out next week, and we'll be able to tell you how this car is to drive. So subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already. Press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I will see you in the next one. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.